It's been 25 years since I last climbed onto two wheels, yet the moment I saddle up, memories of childhood adventures in Punjab's dust-draped lanes flood back. Dawn's golden light spills across fields as my bicycle becomes a time machine, carrying me from past to present. Before the pedals turn, I board a small boat to cross the River Jhelum, then ride onward, crossing the historic Victoria Railway Bridge and Rasul Barrage, each structure a testament to time and toil. Narrow paths wind between millet and grassy fields, their scent mingling with the warmth of the earth. In the distance, the Salt Range rises like silent sentinels, its rugged ridges painting the horizon. Every village turn reveals stories etched in prayer calls and the gentle hum of irrigation. After a quarter century away, I'm rediscovering freedom on two wheels, and with each rotation of the wheel, I'm reminded that some bonds, like the bond between rider and road, never truly fade. It's funny how some things age with you, not just the wrinkles or the graying hair, but the things that carried you through life. This old bicycle, rusted, tired, has seen more of me than most people ever will. I got this bike when I was 17, rode it to school to Vagabond. It's been with me through heartbreaks, promotions, rainy days, and quiet victories. And now, it limps beside me like an old friend who's lost his strength but not his loyalty. People see a broken bike, I see a timeline, a memory machine. Every scratch, every dent, it's a story. And today I'm not just taking it to the workshop, I'm honoring it, giving it one more chance to roll again. It's been years since these wheels felt water, years since this frame gleamed in the sun. Today I'm not just washing a bicycle, I'm rinsing off time. Still holding on to this? Sajid asks. I just smile. Because some things aren't meant to be replaced, those are meant to be repaired, restored, respected. We all break down eventually, but if someone still believes in us, maybe we're never truly out of order. There's something poetic about watching Sajid Hussain fix something that's been broken for years. Not just the bell on my bicycle, but pieces of time, fragments of memory. He's 42 now, same age as the stories we've shared. His hands, rough from years of grease and gears, still move with the same care they did when we were kids, patching up punctures, racing down alleys, dreaming of places far beyond our town. Time for a new one, Sajid says, and I nod, but inside I hesitate. That bell rang through my childhood. It warned stray dogs, called out to friends, echoed through empty streets after sunset. Replacing it feels like saying goodbye to a part of myself. Some friendships, like old bicycles, don't need fixing, just a little attention. a little care, and maybe a new bell to keep the memories ringing. Some places don't change, not really. The paint may fade, the mirror may crack, but the soul of a place, especially one like Ali Nadim's shop, stays stitched into time. I've known Ali since we were boys, back when haircuts were rushed before cricket matches and beards were something our fathers wore. Now I walk in with silver in mine, and he greets me like no time has passed. This isn't just a shave, it's a moment of pause, a reminder that while the world rushes on, there are still places where time slows down, where friendship is the rhythm and trust is the blade. In a world that changes too fast, it's the old chairs, the old friends, and the quiet rituals that keep us grounded. And sometimes, a clean shave is all it takes to feel like yourself again. Each drop carries away dust from old roads, forgotten mornings, and silent rides. The rust tells stories, the scratches hold memories, and as the soap runs down, I see more than metal, I see moments. This isn't a service, it's a reunion, a quiet promise to ride again, to feel the wind, to move forward, with the past polished, not forgotten. The world may have changed, roads widened, phones got smarter, but this stall, this tea, this friendship, it stayed the same, and in that moment, under the shade of a dusty tree, I felt rich again, not in money, in memory. In the aroma of tea, old memories awoke once more. The road is narrow, but the memories are wide. I pass by the cattle farm like I've done for years. The same cows, the same rhythm of life. Khalid, the farmer, is still tending with hands that know the land better than time itself. And me, just a man on a bicycle, riding through a moment that feels like home. The tractor roars through the field, carving lines into the land like memory etched into time. I stand here, bottle in hand, watching the soil breathe again. My bicycle waits beside me, silent, loyal, and for a moment everything feels rooted. The machine, the man, the earth, all moving forward in their own quiet way. The road is quiet, but it speaks. Behind me, the salt mountains, silent, ancient. Beside me, acacia trees whisper in the breeze, their shadows dancing on green fields. I ride not to reach anywhere, but to remember. Every turn of the wheel feels like a heartbeat, every breath a prayer to the land that raised me. After miles of wandering, this bed feels like a blessing. The earth is quiet, the cattle graze without hurry, and my legs, tired but grateful, rest beside the bicycle that carried me here. In this moment there's no destination, just breath, dust, and the slow rhythm of life. Once this well echoed with laughter. Women drew water here, barefoot, sun-kissed, sharing stories between buckets. Now it stands quiet, replaced by pipes, taps, and time. I touch the rope, frayed and forgotten, and feel the weight of progress. Not all silence is peace. Some is memory, waiting to be heard again. The mountains have stood here for centuries, silent, unmoved, but today they witness something new, a canal, fresh and raw, carving its way through the land like a vein of hope. Dumper trucks roar past, iron beasts shaping tomorrow, one load at a time. I ride beside it all, my bicycle creaking with age, my heart full of memory. This land once knew only dry winds and cracked soil. Now it dreams of water, of crops, of shade, of life returning to places long forgotten. The road beneath me is uneven but familiar. I've pedaled these paths since boyhood, and now I watch them change, not with sadness, but with quiet pride, because progress doesn't erase the past, it builds on it. This canal will carry more than water. It will carry stories, futures, and maybe, just maybe, it will carry the spirit of every rider, every farmer, every dreamer who believed this land could bloom again. The river flows like memory, deep, silent, and full of stories. I sit with my old bicycle beside me, crossing Jhelum, not just as a traveler, but as a witness to time. This water once carried voices, dreams, and the weight of generations. Now it carries me. The boat creaks, the oars rhythmically echo, and in this stillness I feel something sacred, like the river knows me. It remembers every crossing, every farewell, every return. Some journeys aren't about distance, they're about remembering who you are. This bridge, it's more than steel and stone. It's a memory suspended over water. The Victoria Railway Bridge has stood here for generations, watching empires rise, trains thunder past, and lives quietly unfold. I pedal slowly, careful not to rush. The wind brushes my face, and the river below whispers stories older than me. My bicycle creaks, its wheels turning like the hands of a clock, and I, just a man crossing into memory. I remember crossing this bridge as a boy, gripping the handlebars tighter, heart racing with wonder. Back then, the trains felt like giants. Now they feel like ghosts, echoes of a time when journeys were slower and destinations were earned. Each beam I pass holds 1,000 footsteps, soldiers, traders, lovers, dreamers, and now mine. I'm not just crossing a river, I'm crossing through time. The Jhelum flows beneath me, unchanged, but I've changed. And yet this bridge reminds me that some things endure. Strength, simplicity, the quiet dignity of moving forward even when the world speeds past. As I reach the other side, I don't feel older. I feel connected to the land, to the past, to every soul that ever crossed this iron path. And my bicycle, it carries me not just across the river, but deeper into who I've always been. 25 years, a lifetime lived in fragments, and yet this road, this barrage, feels untouched by time. I return not as a boy chasing dreams, but as a man gathering memories. The bicycle beneath me creaks with age, just like my bones, but it still rolls forward, faithful, familiar. Rasul Barrage stands tall, just as it did when I first crossed it, a vagabond with nowhere to be and everywhere to go. The water rushes below steady and strong. It doesn't know how long I've been gone. It doesn't ask. It simply flows, like it always has. And maybe that's the lesson. Some things move on, some things wait, and some things welcome you back without a word. I'm not here to relive the past. I'm here to honor it, to feel the wind again, to remember the boy who once believed the world began at the edge of this river, and maybe, just maybe, to remind myself that the journey never truly ends. This wasn't just a ride, it was a return, a reunion with roads that remembered me, even when I forgot them. From the salt mountains to the banks of Jhelum, from dusty canal paths to the quiet hum of Rasul Barrage, every turn of the wheel carried more than distance, it carried memory. I met old friends like Sajid Hussain and Ali Nadim, whose hands still hold the rhythm of time. I passed cattle grazing in fields that once echoed with childhood laughter. I crossed rivers, bridges, and boundaries, not just of land, but of self. The bicycle, aged and loyal, never asked for anything. It simply moved forward as it always had. And I, now 45, with silver in my beard and stories in my soul, rode not to escape, but to reconnect, to feel the wind again, to hear the silence of places that once spoke loudly in my youth. Technology may have changed the wells, the roads, the pace of life, but it hasn't changed the spirit of wandering, the beauty of pausing beside an acacia tree, the peace of drinking water while watching a tractor plow the land, the quiet joy of crossing a river by boat, alone but never lonely. This journey was not about speed, it was about stillness, about remembering who I was and honoring who I've become. And as the sun sets behind the salt range, casting long shadows over the land I love, I know this isn't the end. It's just the closing of a chapter. Thank you for riding with me, for listening, for feeling, for remembering.